Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. HeirofCarthage here, and we are going to be continuing the Chaos Dwarf campaign. I am excited to keep this going. Imric is in the near vicinity, though he does appear to be hurting. We've also got a large army of Cathayans near, though it does look like Kolek is also in the vicinity. I might sick Kolek onto the Cathayans here to try and hold them at bay. I'd rather not lose Yeti Peak given the opportunity. We do have a pretty stiff defense there. So it is possible we'll be able to hold on to it. I may go ahead and recruit some Chaos Dwarf units in this army, which means we should probably go into the Forge. It looks like we have a fair number of blunderbuss units available to us, and we certainly like renders as well. They are pretty tough units, just overall. Let's go ahead and spend a little bit of our hard-earned cash here. So we have got these units all set, and let's get back over and get some. I think I have to recruit them via, yeah, we've got plenty of blunderbuss available here because we didn't put any in our hobgoblin army. But that's okay. I mean, it never hurts to have the ability to bring these guys in quickly. So we're going to bring a couple of, I'm going to bring 3 of them in just because I think that they'll be really nice for us in these armies at potentially holding back the enemy. Takes a lot longer to get a hold of some of these bull renders. I think for now I'm just going to put those few there because I don't want to overdo it in terms of upkeep cost. Let's keep moving. Where does I have my main army? I think my main army had just jumped up into the mountains. Yep, and is ready to move against the Fallen King mountain here. So we'll need to do that. I've got unassigned skill points for Gordas and others here. Let's take a look at Gordas. They need stabbing, would be pretty nice here. And let's move to the others. We got a Sorcerer Prophet of Fire here. And we probably need to work on these blue skills. Let's do Logistician here. And then we've got anybody else? Nope. That's going to be all the upgrades for now. We do have potentially buildings we could upgrade with our raw materials, which here is a good one. That is a lot of raw material, and it's going to take a lot of raw material here to do the Tower of Gorgoth here. And it's going to take 10 turns to roll through that, so that seems pretty appropriate. I'm going to go ahead and end the turn, and we will move from there. So Miao Ying shows up at Blood Peak, and I'm certainly not going to be able to stop her there. A little bit frustrating. So Cathay takes over management of Blood Peak, though there are some allies for Kolek nearby. Oh wow, Cathay's showing up in force over here. We may have to get pretty serious about our army at Firemouth. In fact, our army at Firemouth is looking fairly likely to not survive because there's multiple Cathay armies inbound, so only unless Kolek can come in and save our bacon, we might be in trouble there. Got half wondering best way to handle that. We could fight a battle against the ogres, potentially, and it's going to increase our journey time if we ignore them. I'm just going to ignore them for now because I just like to get some units out of this one. I don't want to risk losing any units here, so let's just avoid them. We can get extra labor or conclave influence or treasury here. Let's go ahead and let's see, fighting against the East. We have greenskins, ogres. I wish it gave me something against Cathay. Skaven. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just take East, I guess. So we're going to lose Blood Peak.
I am no one's servant.
Where did Kolek get to? I asked Kolek to come down here and fight. Did he come down and get beaten? He may have. Because I sure don't see him now. He was here. So Kolek must have come and got his butt kicked. If this army stays here, I don't see us doing well in the face of all that Cathayan onslaught, heroes aside, so unfortunately I think I'm just probably going to have to abandon Firemouth. Yeti Peak might be able to hold up, but I think I'm going to have to abandon Firemouth for now. We have some labor issues in terms of it not being 100%. I don't think we have any serious issues here. But we need a little extra labor in this vicinity. Got some extra here. We got some good extra here. Then let's just swing that over. Place it there. Accept. Alright. So we got the extra labor settled, so we're still going to keep operating 100%. I think I'm just going to have to flee with this army. Build it up, and then come back and fight against Grand Cathay. And if we're going to go against Grand Cathay, we need some good artillery. Which, this is not going to be a cheap army. It's going to end up eating up a lot of our cash flow, but I mean, if we don't do something about Cathay on our flank, because I'm going to have to kind of give up some territory here, which I don't like to do. However, that said, giving up the territory is certainly not the end of the world at this point, because I'm going to be gaining territory over here. Alright, so this is going to be an easy gain. So we lost one, gain one. We're doing fine in terms of our Chaos Dwarf incomes here. Like, I'm not really hurting for armaments. Again, I'm probably just going to go with Outpost, and then I'll do the next one as a factory. It's not going to hurt to have a ton of raw materials income, because you need a ton of it to upgrade settlements. So I feel like having an absolute crap load of it's not going to be the end of the world. Not by any means. So Grom Peak. Need to occupy it. There are some irritating ogres nearby. We need Khazid Irkulaz here. Cannot get there underground. Karak Kadrin and Nashrak's lair both need to come down as well. I guess what I'm going to do actually is just go underground, and it's going to take me a couple of turns, but we need to come over and take this settlement. Let's use the little bit of upgrades. I want the upgrade here. Take advantage of that gold mine. We've got a... Whew, it costs a ton to run those upgrades. So expensive. Got to finish our tech, so that's good news. We need more gold. May not hurt for me to spend a little money and grab some gold in a few places that I can. This army, we're gonna just kind of fall back down the mountain. Yep, go recruit. I'll probably get rid of the orc laborers there, and we'll put together a proper army. I think the Soul of Damnation can stay. This should be pretty good against Cathay, but we can come up with some other units there that will be useful. Where did I build those good artillery buildings? Tower of Gorgoth. Was it just back at my capital? I don't have a high tier one anywhere yet, unfortunately. Do I have a... I don't have a level 5 tower anywhere yet either. Alright, well, good to know. But we can get some decent artillery here. Get the Iron Demon, and we'd probably want to pick up a Magma Cannon to go against Grand Cathay. I would love to have some Dreadquake mortar action. Dreadquake, just it looks like we have standard Iron Demon version and then Skullcracker version. Okay, I think we pretty much just need to end our turn here and get some more movement points. Let's see what happens over on our eastern flank. Maybe Kolek and his allies can help us out a little against Grand Cathay. We want a military alliance with Drazhoath for sure. We'll take that. It's only make us stronger. So she goes after Firemouth. I'm not surprised. That's why I moved that army right there. I'm trying to stay a step ahead of her in terms of not just coughing up an army. Now she is likely going to come down out of the mountains at this point, because there's quite a bit of strength there for Cathay, and we're going to have to put together a pretty tough army to face it off. And like I said, with the right artillery, though, I feel like that army could really devastate Cathay. Dreadquake mortar would be the best. We're not going to have easy access to those at the moment, but we can certainly use magma cannons to very good effect. Alright, so our labor is out of whack. 772 Rib Peaks. We need to turn on the labor gathering there. I'm not gonna move anything around though, because we'll just wait till our next infusion of labor comes in. Let's get over the convoys. We've got this one returning to the capital in 2 turns. These guys are ready to go though, so let's add this master and send him out to grab us some labor. I don't know what just happened there, but please go back to my convoy, add new convoy. Master, okay. Let's see. Ooh, there's a lot of labor here. It's going to be a pretty dangerous trip, but plenty of labor to be picked up there, so let's dispatch that. So convoy underway, and our next one, 2 turns, we can send out a couple more convoys, or at least one of them. So there we go. All right. So that'll keep our convoys rolling. Boy, we are losing income as a result of training new troops and then dropping some territory, so that is not ideal. We may have lost some trade goods. Let's go ahead and move underground here. And we need to move... that's our own convoy there. We need to move on Grom Peak. Zufbar, Oakenhammer. There's plenty of territory to snag here from the Bone Rattlers. We don't have any other wars over here at the moment, but one of the other factions over here could certainly unleash on us. I want to say that the vampires were not particularly friendly to us, which is interesting because we're at war with the Bone Rattlers. You would think that would make them a little more open to not hating me, but then again, we're Chaos Dwarves, they're vampires. I think that hate is just kind of a mutual a mutual feeling between all of the factions here. Can we... They are not at war with Grand Cathay. Really? Why not? Let's see if we can change that. I doubt it. Servants of the Conclave. Join war. They're not likely to join our war. Yeah, they're in fact very unlikely to join our war. I wish I could just basically force these guys into a confederation, but we can't do that except for through the tower, and we're not really in the position to pull that off yet. Let's go take a look at the tower. In fact, I don't even think we have the last tier of the tower unlocked yet. We do not. So tier 4 isn't even available at the moment. Unfortunates. Dang, they've got so many troops here that could help us so much, and they're just in a terrible position to do so. And like I said, I don't know what happened to Kolek. I guess Kolek got his butt kicked. And he may be struggling against Tzeentch, too. I don't know. I don't know how well Kolek's going to be able to hold out, but we'll head back east as soon as we get the opportunity. I'm just glad we got rid of Grimgor when we did. Oh boy, Clan Rictus is back. So here comes Tretch. He's a little angry at the way that we treated him in the... He's a little angry at the way we treated him in the last episode, and it looks like he would like to do something about it. And he very well could, depending on where he decides to attack. Mount Greyhag is not well defended. There's not a whole lot I can do about it at the moment, so... Boy, we are busy. We got wars. We definitely have wars. Siege supplies, cognitions, wartime economy, construction cost, minus 15% construction time for basic and advanced military buildings. Extended shifts, scavenger building income. None of this stuff looks absolutely amazing. Go look at sorcery and see if we can find something that looks particularly interesting here. Masterful Architect's Commandment. J. May just work on some more military stuff here. Supplies, wound recovery time, ward save for characters, weapon depots, which is going to give local recruitment capacity. Hellforge, Forgecraft options could be good. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's unlock those. Yeah, it looks like there's some good stuff that we could do down here. So let's work in that screen for a while. We moved here, moved there. I'm going to actually just save a little bit of cash here, because we could be about to get in a trickier financial position here. Oh, I thought I moved that army. I didn't. Crap. Cathay. Yeah, they're going to come after me. I got to retreat and hope they can't catch up. Oof, we just barely got away from that one. We're going to have to run as fast as our little stunty legs can carry us. That was a mistake. So, Tretch's army is, for the most part, terrible, but my garrison is, for the most part, terrible. So now I got Tretch at Mount Greyhag. So that's fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted. I've got Cathay threatening my eastern flank, and these idiots here don't want to do anything about it. So that's good news. That's good news. So we just don't have enough armies at the moment. Too many wars, not enough armies, and not a whole lot we can do about the low number of armies. What we could do is, well, my Hobgoblin army is going to be none too well suited to fight Grand Cathay. I could let them keep up. Oh man, the Bone Rattlers just showed up in force too. So nope, we're not going to be removing any armies from the Bone Rattlers front. I think what I'm going to do, in fact, is try and lay in an ambush here in this pass and see if we can catch one of the Bone Rattler armies trying to get under us back up to Fallen King Mountain here. So we are going to need to take as many settlements as quick as we can from the Bone Rattlers. We would lose one of our units here, which is annoying and unfortunate. Let's go ahead and just siege them up a little. Continue that. Yeah, and I'm going to just kind of sit on some money for a couple of turns. This army over here is going to have to run as fast as their little dwarf feet will carry them. Gates of Jar is going to have almost no garrison, so I'm going to put something there. We need to run. And then the Tower of Gorgoth would be a pretty safe spot to hole up and get some units. We even have access to some Kadai here. We're 7 turns. Costs 700 labor to rush that construction. Man, that construction would be nice, but there's other good units here. Money is certainly going to be a concern, though, too, for recruiting up a whole nother army, which we'll probably be able to recruit it, especially if I save some money, but then we'll just be sitting on a whole lot less comfort income-wise. But you know what? Sometimes you got to spend money to get ahead. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. We've got to get an army put together. I think for Cathay, I'm not as much worried about what my infantry and stuff is, as long as it's shielded, so I'll probably just get some kind of standard warriors. These guys are actually going to come out and fight us, and it says they're going to kill off one of my wolf units. I don't think so, so let's fight them. Alright, I've got the greenskins in my sights here. In fact, I'm going to open up on that black orc immediately. Try and give them some healthy attention from the Iceforge Legion. I could do some manual targeting since they're at a distance, but I'm not sure if we'll need to. Looks like the Iceforge Legion is plenty prepared to get some work done here. I'm going to actually swap targets. Sometimes when a unit gets pounded in by artillery like that, it doesn't hurt to swap targets, because it kind of messes up the center of mass and then makes your artillery target a little funny. So I'm going to spread out some of that pain here. And I've got a burning head that we could use, so I do want to charge my units, though. We have a massively increased charge bonus, so we will want to get our charges in. Alright, we got some good damage there. I'm going to actually put another one into those black orcs real quick. We got some trolls working on my flank here. I'm going to send the skin wolves after them. Looks like my archers are going to open up. And let's go ahead and open up on these orc air boys over here. Come charging forward with our boys here. Do my best to get some damage done. Countercharge, countercharge, countercharge. I need a Kadai Fireborn summon there. Charge in. Actually go after those archers. Fireborn, turn around and do that. And then let's get down here. I need to wrap up this fight as quickly as I can. Can we target their general? I'm going to keep going after archers. Our Wolf Rider's getting a little bit chewed up here, so let's get out of that fight. I'm gonna cycle charge these skin wolves there. I do have a bombardment. I have not even used my magic yet. Doing alright, though. Doing alright. That orc boy there. I'm gonna send some help out there against the orc boy. And then I've got this unit. Let's collapse in over here. Okay. Alright, things looking good. Looking good across the board there. So, solid defeat of the Bone Rattler's army here. Alright. Really good win for us there. I'm going to actually snag the extra labor. Replenishment would have been a little bit nice there too, but I'm pretty sure that we've got this. We did enough damage to them that we should be able to walk right into that settlement on the next turn. Oh, well, I was hoping to catch more of the Bone Rattlers in our ambush down there, but there was nothing, unfortunately. We can add some Man-Eaters at the cost of some treasury. Let's do that. That will help out a lot in that force. What happened to the Bone Rattlers? Okay, they went around me. So Azag apparently wasn't too keen to fight me. Grompeak now has a full garrison. But, I can handle it. I think with Astragoth's army, his army is very strong, and even if Azag comes back, I feel fairly confident that we could probably fight our way to a victory. We've got some just extraordinarily powerful units if we get able to use them right. So I'm going to try and draw their attention down here. I'm going to continue the siege, and we'll see if we can draw the greenskins in there, and then let's see if we can take the settlement. Now we can with low casualties. Picked up another banner here. And we can occupy this as a tower. I'm going to go ahead and spend a little cash. We can pull it all the way up to a level 4 tower. Which, in turn, should give us access to some really nice buildings here. Ability to recruit artillery would be good. We need some defense. And then we also want the money here. What was this other buildings? This one's gonna reduce raw material consumption. That one gives extra conclave influence, which we would want to get late into this. Let's see, what else might we want here? Casualty replan. I mean, none of this is going to be particularly necessary. We do actually have enough raw materials that we could try and start upgrading that all the way up to next tier, but I think will be unnecessary at the moment. Cathay did not follow me out of the mountains at the moment, so they appear to have temporarily halted their advance on me. I'm going to go to the Gates of Jar here and start to put together a force. Like I said, I kind of just want some cheap shielded warriors here. Like, there'll be the least amount of upkeep that still give me like decent bang for buck value here because we got the armor sundering capability with them. And then we'll get those started. Once we get those, we actually have... We have need of artillery. I thought we had artillery here. Look, okay, we did, but well, no, we don't have artillery available to ourselves here. That stinks. I don't have a slot open at the moment, too. I mean, I need the artillery more than I would need this at the moment, so I think I'm gonna... If I demolish this building, I could put some artillery there instead. We need... Well... I could do global artillery. That comes at a risk, though, because it's going to take longer and cost more. Yeah, it's going to take significantly longer to get it that way. I don't think that's a good option. I think we would be better off to maybe just rush construction of the building here. Let's tear that down. And probably wouldn't hurt to grab an extra shotgun. And then if we can get this done in a single turn, the better. Let's go ahead and put one more warrior out there at least. And on armaments-wise, let's go into the forge and let's increase our warrior capability here. Let's take a look at the manufactory here for melee infantry. can be immune to contact effect, and we can pick up physical resistance. I don't know, man. Charge Reflection, Frenzy, and Sundering attacks is pretty brutal as it is. We can get the Fear effect, but this is pretty fantastic, I think, what we got going already. We do have Suppressing Ammunition now, which is going to drop speed. Now, that could be really nice. In fact, I think it'd be better than magic attacks for sure. So I think I'm going to pull the... Well, I say that. Magic attacks are obviously good for anything that gets physical resistance, but suppressing something is going to give us extra shots. And then the extra reload here replenishes our ammunition. It's a single use, and we can use it anytime it's below 80%, so that could be really good, I think. The calibrated loading mechanism would be good as well, but let's go ahead and apply that. And then, what else do we got over here? Let's take a look at our Bull Centaurs again. We got Hellforged, which means they can be fixed up by the Demon Smith. We also have Blood Greed. And right now we're using Vanguard deployment, which I don't think is all that necessary. I'd rather replace it with Blood Greed. So Blood Greed can be really good when you start getting a lot of kills. So apply that to our Centaurs. Strength from Flesh would be absolutely insane. So we need to keep working on these. Alright, so I got some good work done in the armory. Tower of Gorgoth, and then I think we don't have any other... Yeah, we're waiting on these other ones. We do have skill points to take care of here, though. Finish up Logistician. Missile resistance. Okay. We have a ton of raw materials, so I'm going to go looking for raw material upgrades. Most of these are going to be gold. This is a raw material upgrade at Silver Pinnacle. Let's do that. And let's see. That's a raw material upgrade too. Let's take that one. That's also a raw material upgrade. That one's a risk because it's up at Yeti Peak. We need to... Oh, got one in both center, rendered with dual axes, Infernal Guard. Already got a pretty solid defense there. I think I'm just going to hang on to what we got. I'm not going to spend a bunch of money there because that's kind of risky. Risky to spend that, I should say. Karak Doom. Karak Doom. What else do we got up here? Real need to upgrade that at the moment. We could upgrade that one, though, and then increase our factory potential. Alright, we have a commandment available over here. Rush construction, cause control. Probably just control will do us more good than anything else. Alright, we are ready to just kind of continue at the moment, so let's see what we get. I'm curious to see whether the Bone Rattlers fight back against me. I really just don't want any agreements with Kugath. He's probably about to die anyway. It looks like Iron Dragon's got him. We could be starting to have to fight a lot of Cathay soon, which is interesting because in the other campaign I played, Cathay got their ever-loving butt kicked by the Chaos Dwarves over there in Tzeentch. Okay, they are going to come out and fight me, and they are going to get absolutely crapped on. So let's give them their doom here. Alright, it looks like the Greenskins are going to want to get together with all the reinforcements. That's honestly fine with me. They're going to get absolutely cremated by my artillery regardless. I'm going to move these forces into slightly better position to defend my artillery. My Dreadquake Mortar's already opening fire, so rest in pieces. Greenskins. All their reinforcements are on the way. The first mortar wasn't the best shot, but certainly at least got their ears warmed up. As their reinforcements come on, they're going to get bombarded into an absolute oblivion here. Okay, I'm going to move up very close. Don't really have any reason to not get kind of risky with my artillery. We could save our ammunition. Let's just melt this unit real quick. I want these two right there where they're not going to have the trees get in their way. Dreadquake mortar hasn't been terribly accurate so far yet. I'm going to go ahead and wait just a minute here with the artillery. Keep these units here. Alright, let's go ahead and fast forward. I want to get the greenskin reinforcements in here. I don't mind using a little bit of magma cannon on their leader here. It's not going to hurt anything. I've got plenty of ammunition, I think, to affect what we need to in this battle. Alright, here comes the reinforcements. Now we can get serious. I'm going to immediately target some black orcs, and I'm going to get the Dreadquake mortar to unleash out into this general vicinity as well. So the real artillery hurt is only just getting started. Actually going to move up these infantry here to guard those artillery. Actually, no, I'm not. Infantry, pull back. Let's actually pull my artillery back just a little. Get them back here. It shouldn't take long. It's going to cause me to cease firing momentarily, but I can buy that time back with a summon. I can even run Astragoth up here to do a little bit of slowing and stuff as well, because we got plenty of magic. Okay. Alright, the greenskins will be coming after us here very soon. I think I'm gonna kind of realign a bit like this here. Alright. Come on, artillery. Come on. Some slow-moving crap. Get up here and turn around. Let's go. We got business to take care of. I'm gonna just slow them down here. Mess around with them a little. Good to go. Alright, there we go. I don't know if we'll actually catch much with that bombardment, but again, part of our objective here is just to get in the way and be annoying. Alright. Magma cannons can now open fire, so let's grab a target. Dreadquake mortars. Can I just also open fire here? I don't know, just target in there. Alright, we've got... Oh, what did we get hit with here? Some kind of BS artillery or something. Yeah, they got artillery way back in the back. I'll go ahead and silence that artillery real quick. How many units? Just the one? Alright, that's going to be the end of that. Alright, let's keep spreading our artillery fire out to max effect. Let's go after the stone trolls with that one. Let's target here on the orc biggins. Target here with the Dreadquake mortar. They're doing a lot of damage to my blunderbusses right now, and I don't much appreciate it. Alright, their lord is about to absolutely get destroyed. Magma cannons are just dumping on the enemy right now. Alright, let's keep our Dreadquake mortar going. We'll focus him out of the picture. Slow him down real quick. Oop, no need. Alright. The enemy is being thoroughly hurt here. Let's throw that out there. I'm going to kind of continue to use my lord to body block. Some orc biggins coming at me from the flank. I'm gonna swing this unit out there to help against them. Get rid of that enemy artillery. The greenskins are getting absolutely savaged by my artillery right now. Let's turn our attention over to that Blork. That's a biggin unit. Let's send a little bit of help there. And let's throw some help over there. I'm gonna go savage that unit real quick. Dual axes, so we should be able to finish that up. Astragoth has the enemy fixed up over here. Let's use some of our new cheap magic. Greenskins are definitely getting splattered here. Just completely overwhelmed. Alright, yeah, my shotguns, the blunderbusses up front are just massacring everything that comes towards them. The suppressed is definitely having a major impact over here. Even the anti-large infantry just got trashed by my dual axis, so we took some damage on our Regiment of Renown unit over there, but I'm not super worried here, honestly. We've got these greenskins defeated pretty handily, in fact. Hey, anytime you all want to shoot over here at this stuff, that'd be fine. Check this out, there goes the hammer. Wow. So that was 3 greenskin armies shut down with pretty minimal losses on my part. And we can certainly run down a couple of these units. Give them some parting pain. Let's see. Look air, boys. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch all these units. I'm going to try and kill off some of these guys on the way out the door. There's a black orc out there I'd like to do some extra damage to. Let's finish off that big end. I don't know how likely it is that we can catch them with Chaos Dwarf Infantry. And they're going to get away from us over here. I wonder if the Dreadquake can land a shot in those arrow boys. It's kind of a parting gift. Let's see. Nope, it missed. Alright. Ooh, caught it with a magma cannon though. Got some good work there. Alright, Hashut shows no mercy with the close quarters missile infantry. Look at that, 4,095 gold value, 2861, 1713, and 2561. 1,800 on the Demon's Tongue, 28 on the Magma Cannon, 2002 there. I mean, and then look at this. Astragoth got a ton of kills, not as much value, but still just really impressive work that all of them are doing. We could take the labor, but I'm actually going to take the replenishment, keep my army at full fighting strength in case Azag shows up. It looks like they did get reinforcements on the other side of the mountains here, so I'll have to bounce back and go take them out at Karak Raziak. So we got plenty of fighting still left to do against the Bone Rattlers, but I would say that they are certainly going to be succumbing to our armies. The question is, what am I going to do about all the other mess we got? Because I still got Tretch that I have to deal with. And I've still got Grand Cathay kind of out on our doorstep that I may have to deal with as well. I'm hoping that they'll get busied with chaos. Before I go, though, on this episode, I do want to go ahead and throw... I need this artillery building here. It'll only take 2 turns. If I rush the construction, it's only 200 labor, so I'm actually going to just do that. So I'm going to rush the construction of that, and I'll begin construction to the next phase. But that is going to allow me to really put some teeth into this army by getting some magma cannons. But I'm going to need to come into the forge and increase our war machine count here. That also gives me new options for the war machines, so let's go take a look. Right now we just have extra ammunition. We could get a barrier and powder. Certainly want extra powder. The barrier is not of huge concern to me at the moment. Let's go ahead and apply this. And we're still getting plenty of armaments, and that's going to make our cannons particularly dangerous. So I'm going to get, to go against Cathay, I think 2 magma cannons to go along with the Soul of Damnation, and that's going to make this army very potent indeed. I've got 5 warriors and 4 blunderbuss units. We really need some We need some renders in this army to provide some mobile stability. And against Cathay, I'm thinking I'm going to go with the standard variety here. They're armor piercing. They've got a good shield against those crossbows. They still do a lot of damage, but they'll be really nice dual purpose, I think, units for us. So I'm going to grab at least a couple of those. I don't really like these Orc Laborer units here, but I'll replace them when the time comes. For now, let's just stick with this. Hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you all in the next episode. HeirofCarthage, signing out.